I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one. Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile.
Because I saw you at a Diddy party, Tyler. And you were having a glorious time.
Diddy's got tapes. Tapes no one's supposed to see. But here's the shocker. It's not just Diddy caught up in this mess. A bigger name is in the crosshairs, and all signs point to none other than Tyler Perry.
In his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped.
As shocking new evidence emerges from behind closed doors, Hollywood is about to be shaken to its core. From secret tapes to hidden deals, this might be one of the most surprising twists in recent celebrity history.
The other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video was in nature.
It's not often that two massive figures in entertainment are linked to such chilling accusations, but Tyler Perry's involvement is becoming harder to ignore after Diddy's recent arrest, an arrest that shocked both fans and industry insiders alike. New leaks from Hollywood point toward Perry's Atlanta mansion as the backdrop for something far darker than any Madea movie. According to Ariel Mitchell-Kidd, an attorney for one of Diddy's accusers, an explosive tape exists involving both Diddy and a higher-profile person. The video was allegedly shot in Atlanta, and the individual doesn't seem to realize they're being filmed. Speculation is rife that this person is none other than Tyler Perry. Perry, known for his extensive productions in Atlanta and powerful influence, could face a major legal blow if these accusations are true. This isn't the first time Hollywood elites have been caught up in scandals involving secret recordings, but Perry's name being linked to such a situation would send shockwaves throughout the industry. But why Tyler Perry? Why would someone as calculated and powerful as Perry be involved in something so dangerous? The leaked tapes have been described as explicit and P-graphic, raising severe questions about consent and privacy. What makes these tapes even more alarming is the involvement of someone as influential as Perry. The possibility that someone unknowingly recorded a high-profile celebrity in such compromising circumstances only adds fuel to the fire. Could Perry have been aware of the cameras? Or is he another victim of Hollywood's relentless exploitation machine? Ariel Mitchell-Kidd hinted that these tapes are being shopped around in Hollywood, with multiple insiders claiming that the footage could bring down not just Diddy, but another massive entertainment figure.
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile.
Sources also claim that this secret footage could implicate Perry in activities far darker than his squeaky clean public image suggests. The whispers around Hollywood indicate that Perry's Atlanta home has long been a hotspot for high-profile gatherings. Gatherings that may now be exposed for their illicit nature. What's more unsettling is that Atlanta, Perry's home base, has now become ground zero for this scandal. The tapes were allegedly shot in one of Perry's lavish mansions, raising questions about how deeply involved the mogul may be.
This was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows.
Court documents obtained by various outlets show that the situation for Tyler Perry is becoming more precarious. These documents outline a pattern of behavior that aligns Perry with the kind of high-profile scandals we're seeing unravel in Diddy's case. Though Perry's legal team has denied any wrongdoing, the severity of the accusations can't be ignored. In these documents, the claim is that certain gatherings in Perry's Atlanta home featured high-profile attendees involved in dubious activities. Not only was there explicit material being filmed, but some of the individuals allegedly did not consent to being recorded. And that's exactly what's happening. Fans and critics alike are already drawing comparisons between Perry and Diddy, noting that while Diddy's case is shocking, Perry's involvement could potentially be even worse. The legal filings mention potential violations of privacy, exploitation, and even rumors of coercion. Perry's empire, which spans from films to TV shows and even his own studio, is now teetering on the edge of collapse. What's even more shocking is that these tapes may not be the only skeletons in Perry's closet. Insiders are starting to speak out, and the veil of secrecy that has long protected Hollywood's elites is starting to crack.
Now, the Sean Diddy Combs investigation, new surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week.
While Diddy's arrest has dominated the headlines for days, Perry's fall from grace could have a much larger impact on the entertainment industry. Unlike Diddy, Perry has cultivated an image of being a family-friendly mogul. His work has been celebrated for uplifting the black community, and his philanthropic efforts have earned him widespread praise. But if these allegations prove true, Perry's carefully curated image could collapse overnight. The difference between Diddy and Perry isn't just the scale of their alleged crimes, it's the hypocrisy that Perry's brand is built on. For years, Perry has portrayed himself as a beacon of morality, someone who gives back to the community and stands for wholesome values. Diddy's bad boy persona, on the other hand, makes his scandal less surprising. But Perry? That's a whole different story. You see, Diddy and Tyler Perry go way back. In 2023, rumors were flying that Diddy, through Revolt, Tyler Perry, and Byron Allen, the guy behind Entertainment Studios, were all in the race to grab a majority stake in BET. Then in an interview with Billboard, and Diddy said he wanted to collaborate with these two powerhouse businessmen in some way. And honestly, teaming up with other titans is just Diddy's style. He has always hustled his way into the ultra-rich crowd while turning his edgy rap persona into a billion-dollar empire. According to some Wall Street heavyweights, Diddy didn't play it cool. Nope, he cold-emailed them with business pitches, yet they weren't mad at it. In fact, many admired him, with one New York Stock Exchange CEO even calling him an inspiration, comparing him to none other than the founding fathers. Diddy officially hit billionaire status in 2022, thanks to hip-hop wealth expert Zach O'Malley Greenberg. But Diddy had been chasing that title for years. In a 1999 interview with Forbes, he famously said, "I wanted to be very, very rich." And boy, did he make that happen. Along the way, he filled his Rolodex with A-list connections, partnering with billionaire investor Ron Burkle and getting mentorship from hedge fund guru Ray Dalio. His fashion line made it into Macy's and Dillard's, and he did deals with big names like Diageo, alcohol giant, Zach Posen, Liz Claiborne, and even opened the New York Stock Exchange with Estee Lauder heir William Lauder. But he didn't stop there. Diddy co-owned his own TV channel, Revolt, launched a water brand with Mark Wahlberg, and teamed up with Salesforce's Mark Benioff to create a black business marketplace. Diddy's always been at the top, and one of those top-tier connections has always been Tyler Perry. At one point, there were a lot of rumors floating around about Tyler Perry being involved in human trafficking, and that is exactly when he decided to appear in a PSA about it. Suspicious timing, wouldn't you say?
Human trafficking is a crime often hidden in plain sight. We like to think that it only happens in other places and only affects other people, but sadly it's happening right here in our backyard.
The Madea star later went on to say that many victims are being TA'd by people that they trust. It is clearly important to know the warning signs of ST and how to report suspicious activity. It can save someone's life, Perry added. People have since put two and two together and worked out that A, Diddy and Tyler are businessmen at heart, and B, Diddy needed TA'd women, and Tyler seemingly provided them. But it's not just that. Tyler Perry has been spotted with Diddy on several occasions, such as events, award shows, and even parties. Yes, he has been to Diddy's parties, and you know what that means.
Nah, not at all. Ice Cube, he said it himself, bro. He said that Diddy's been targeted.
It's been reported that people like Tyler Perry are feeling concerned about P. Diddy's recent legal troubles, worrying it could open up a can of worms following his arrest. In case you have forgotten, Tyler Perry is no better than Diddy. He's just mastered the art of hiding his dark side behind a polished image. For context, on the 16th of December last year, All the Queen's Men star Christian Keys broke his silence about years of alleged SA from a powerful billionaire in Hollywood. He says tried to climb in bed with him and offered $100,000 to strip. The actor spoke his difficult truth during an hour-long Instagram live where he revealed that he's resigned to taking the scenic route in his career after turning down alleged offers to take his clothes off for money or return to a private residence after auditioning for a role. "I didn't sell my soul or my A for success," he confessed. He also claimed to have recordings of the misconduct dating back nearly 20 years. The Detroit native did not go into detail about who harassed him throughout his decades of acting, but promised to expose them soon. "I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. I want to speak on it. The good news is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they do. But if they don't, they can hear this person. Since the SA started, I've carried many recorder devices on me. Keychains, pens, thumb drives, all of the above. I really want to air that ish out because that bothers me when I'm alone at night. Man, the world is celebrating this person and they don't even know the shady and predatory way this person moves. Predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say okay, I'll acquiesce and literally and figuratively play ball. because we not doing that, they resent you. Keys also said this powerful person felt comfortable with the misconduct because he allegedly claimed he had multiple young black men on the payroll, and they would just show up when he requested them to be there. Despite hinting at multiple other alleged victims, Keys referenced confidentiality and non-disclosure agreements that may keep them quiet. However, he explained that these contracts don't prevent him from turning over evidence of criminal activity. In any case, fans were able to put 2 and 2 together and immediately came up with their first suspect, Tyler Perry. In case you're unfamiliar, Keys got his big break starring in several of Perry's stage plays back in the day, which ended up being the foundation of his billion-dollar production company. The two went on to work in several projects together since 2005, when Keys says the harassment began, and is the creator of the BET series All the Queen's Men, which Perry is an executive producer of. As social media users debated if Perry may in fact be one of the individuals Keys is hinting at, many argue that he wouldn't be still working with him if that was the truth. Others, however, took the stance that Perry's S has always been questioned, and that they wouldn't be surprised if he's named in Keys' allegations. In any case, Diddy, who's been known to party with celebrities like Usher and Justin Bieber, now has some of his high-profile associates, actors and musicians, on edge. They're extremely worried their names could be mentioned if the case continues to unfold. Sources close to the Irish star said Diddy partied with a whole host of famous faces over the years. They loved partying with him at his lavish soirees all over the world. Sometimes he would even have his face printed on fake dollar bills and make it rain all over the guests where models were handpicked to attend. Now, Hollywood circles he once mingled with are buzzing with talk that more names could come out as the case progresses.
So now with them finding all that and you being at a Diddy party, you know you may have done something that was caught on one of those tapes.
Adding to the drama, Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal has made some explosive claims. He revealed that the rapper-turned-mogul allegedly kept tapes of politicians involved in his notorious freak-off sessions and suggested Diddy's arrest may be tied to a larger corruption scandal currently shaking New York City politics. Deal, who protected Diddy throughout the 1990s, told the Art of Dialogue podcast that the charges could implicate high-profile officials and celebrities in New York. This comes 6 months after federal agents raided Diddy's mansions in Los Angeles and Miami, reportedly finding over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant, which prosecutors allege were used during the freak-off parties. During these sessions, according to prosecutors, Diddy allegedly gave women drugs and coerced them into long encounters with male prostitutes. There's speculation about tapes of these sessions, though prosecutors haven't confirmed if they were recorded. When asked if there were celebrities on these tapes, Deal simply responded, "Diddy gave celebrity parties, so what do you think?" Deal went on to say that while the raids focused on Diddy's properties, the arrests are part of something bigger than Diddy. Despite lawsuits, including one filed by Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, prosecutors in California didn't press charges. Instead, New York officials brought the case, which Deal thinks is tied to ongoing allegations of corruption among city officials. In any case, as the legal battles continue to unfold, both Diddy and Perry's futures hang in the balance. Hollywood insiders are bracing for the worst as more details are expected to come to light in the coming weeks. Perry's publicists are scrambling to contain the damage, but in an age where secrets are rarely kept for long, it seems like only a matter of time before the full truth emerges. Will Perry's billion-dollar empire survive the storm? Or is this the beginning of the end for one of Hollywood's most powerful figures? And most importantly, how deep does this scandal really go? Only time will tell. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.